All right, guys, we are back, and I want to talk a little bit about Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. Now, despite what a lot of people may have thought that, Tyson Fury was going to retire, Tyson Fury doesn't want the smoke, the rematch smoke with Oleksandr Usyk. He wants that fight, and I'm glad to hear that. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but first of all, let me congratulate Usyk once again for doing the unthinkable this past weekend, becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Huge accomplishment, and now he is at number one on a lot of people's pound for pound list, including myself. Even though it was hard for me to do it, you guys know I'm a huge Terrence Bud Crawford fan. I did have Crawford at 1, Nui at 2, and now with this mega win from Usyk, I had to put Usyk at 1, Crawford at 2, and Nui at 3. Now, I know some of you guys are going to disagree with that, but if you stop and think about it for a minute, Usyk did something, that just can't be overlooked. He came up from cruiserweight, guys. He was undisputed at cruiserweight to defeating some of the biggest names in heavyweight boxing to become undisputed. He defeated Anthony Joshua not once, but twice. And then this past weekend, he defeated the lineal champion, the WBC champion, the giant Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. That is a huge accomplishment. And just think about it. Some years back, we weren't talking about Usyk being, undisputed at heavyweight. We were talking about Deontay Wilder. We were talking about Anthony Joshua. We were talking about Tyson Fury. Usyk wasn't even a part of that conversation, but he came up from cruiserweight and slayed the heavyweight guys, slayed the heavyweight giant. So you got to put him at number one, in my opinion. Now, as far as Crawford goes, I think Crawford can get back there, in my opinion, if he becomes undisputed in a third weight class. I did talk about that in the previous video that I did about Usyk. But you guys are welcome to check that video out if you haven't here on the channel. But as for right now, I think Usyk is the guy. You just have to give him his props. Now, let's talk about the rematch. Well, first of all, before I talk about that, I heard that they're going to probably strip him of his IBF title, which I think is a shame. He hasn't really even got to enjoy being undisputed, and now they're talking about stripping the title for the Hrgovic, I think, Daniel Dubois fight. And I think all that has to do a lot with, setting up Anthony Joshua for to fight for a title. So I think a lot of that has to do with that. But, it is what it is, guys. We're just going to have to deal with it. But I'm excited for this rematch with Fury and Usyk. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people think that Tyson Fury doesn't have a chance. I beg to differ. I think Tyson Fury put on a hell of a performance in that fight this past weekend. Let's not forget, both of these guys, highly skilled. I think Tyson Fury did great work in the fight. Through rounds 3 through 7, he was controlling the fight. He was controlling the fight with his long jab, going to Usyk's body. We know Usyk doesn't like body shots, and Tyson Fury did his homework. He got his timing and his distance down, and he did pretty well until Usyk started to walk down Fury, put Fury on the back foot, and Fury had a problem staying away from that devastating straight left hand that Usyk likes to throw. Now that Fury's actually shared the ring with Usyk, now, he knows what to look forward to. He knows what to watch out for, and he's going to have to come up with a game plan to stay away from that straight left hand. Now, I do think that, he probably would have got knocked out in that fight if the referee hadn't stepped in the 9th round. But I think in a rematch, he can be well prepared for that left hand of Usyk. He needs to keep Usyk on his back foot, in my opinion. Use his physical attributes like he did in the first fight through rounds 3 through 7. His long jab, great footwork, go into the body. I think it can work for Tyson Fury, and I think Tyson Fury could become the undisputed champion, if, he makes the right adjustments in the ring. So you can't really count him out, in my opinion, you can't really count him out. I think he has a great chance of winning the fight. Now, whether or not he'll pull it off, I don't know, because Usyk is a hell of a guy. And, I like Oleksandr Usyk, man. He's a very humble guy, just a guy that came there to heavyweight and did the unthinkable. He did the unthinkable. And it's a lot of times it's those guys that people overlook. And I think a lot of people overlooked him. And look where he is now, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But that is my take on it. I think it would be a very entertaining fight. You guys know the first fight was entertaining, but I don't think that, it's a shoo-in for Usyk to win the fight. I think the fight would be extremely competitive, and Tyson Fury might be able to become undisputed at heavyweight, given, the second chance. But you guys, let me know how you feel about that in the comment section. Let me know where you have Usyk on your pound-for-pound list, and whether or not you think Tyson Fury can actually win in a rematch. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.